G'day guys, and welcome back to Stitch Up and another episode of our Cities Skylines series. Planby Heights is the region, and I've just jumped into this free camera mode, which I didn't know existed. And this gives us a better idea of what's happening with our freeway. If we jump out of that and have a look, and you can see the boundaries here of where we're constricted in, and the settings that we're currently sort of locked into. Yeah, you can kind of see exactly what's happening here with our freeways. And this episode, we did want to look at freeways. However, see, this is quite a narrow strip. I think 3 tiles here, 1, 2, then 3. So I think this is quite a narrow kind of strip, and we will be continuing on with freeways. But before we put the freeways in this episode, this particular episode, I want to put in a canal system. So that way the freeways, while keeping them in mind, I wanted the metro to be in and then the canals to go in, and then I'll map the freeway through after that. So why don't you enjoy the Stitch Up intro, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, I am actually going to purchase 1 extra tile at the start of the episode. So we're making good buck, by the way. I did need to make sure I jumped in and so loans are paid off, but under taxes, making sure that we move up the high density stuff as well, because as you upgrade into that, when you get the high density stuff, it automatically defaults them down to, I think, 9%. So you've got to make sure you do that one. So that's all good. We are pretty good as far as error messages go, and we've got our kind of area zoned up pretty well, and in fact I've got some theming going around the high density there with a European theme as well, giving them these lovely terracotta roofs. So that is all lovely. This side of the river, I really want this to be this is the sort of quite pretty. I mean, it's got some very kind of, look at all these terrace houses sitting right on the boundary, but this was what would happen. You get these picturesque cities and these big estates from, the 1920s, 1930s, and even earlier than that. These estates are built right on what is the edge of the city then and is in a city now. So yeah, we'll try and go for a bit of realism there. Okay, I've downloaded the Dutch Canal system, so we're going to try it out with those. I was either going to use the Dutch canals or just the regular canals, these regular ones, but I think I'm going to use the Dutch canals, and then I'm going to use this concrete key and do sunken freeways with that. Now, how the canals interact with the sunken freeways, that's the whole. That's a whole another kind of system to worry about, but I was going to say another ball game. Anything kind of works. So we've got the Dutch Canal selected here. There they are. Dutch Canal. A narrow and shallow canal with a muddy bottom and brick walls can be connected to the standard shallow and medium canals, but not to the deep canal. Okay, lovely. So I'm wondering if perhaps we get ourselves a first one coming off here. Now, let's think about which one we want to unlock first, actually. Let's just do this. So the very first thing is, let's see. So I think the best thing we could do is get this one, because I want us to work on a connection from the freeway, and I think this connection here is existing. We have the ability to put a connection up here, but I really want these guys up here to benefit from the freeway, the industrial north. So I'm thinking what we should do is unlock this one. And this will help us with our sort of city being able to expand this way as well. Okay, so I think I'll do that. And can I get another one? No, so that's it. Okay. What is the next area unlock? Let's see, does it tell me? I can't do another one yet, no. Let's pause the game for a sec and see the next milestone. So big city, if I get to 17,000, and by the way, we're at 13,000. Once we get to 17,000, we can get another one as well. So the next milestone we'll get one of those, but I'm not going to be racing through those milestones. So yeah, we will keep it on pause actually, and we'll jump back down into the game. Is on pause? It is now. Good. Okay, so freeway is here for the moment, and let's think about things. Now, I want to stay this side of the railway for now, and I want the first canal to come out of this deep section here. So let me try, and this is all going to change as well. I don't know why I've got that, although it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of good. It's almost like they didn't have the technology to build, you know, the bridge over that span, so they did like a breakwater. And meanwhile, it's just me selecting the wrong thing in the game. Right, let's just try putting the first canal across here. Now, if I put it there, I'm just going to do some tests here, guys. Let me don't worry too much about. Let me just do it at a right angle to the river. So if I do that, and the game is paused, the water, now would that work, and is this sitting, so if that's like that, and I'm just going to do some tests, a nice right angle, and let me do another right angle so you've got that. If I do this, now I understand we're going to get some flooding, but do I need to drop it down lower? I'm not sure that I do need to drop it down lower because I think these guys are always going to be, yeah, they're always going to be, are they always going to, would they go on the angle? I think they're always going to be perpendicular to the well, always going to be kind of level, and as though you put a spirit level over the top of it and it sits level to where the actual, you know, where the water's going to flow. I don't think it'll put them on an angle. I think the game wouldn't do that. If I put it on the side of a hill, it would build it in still. So let me work on that theory. Although if that's the case, then that shouldn't be leaning down like that, should it? So let's see about this. So what we might need to do is, can we do this? Let's select the whole thing first. Right, let's do that. And then if I go move it, we'll move it up already. And then I want to go to object height. And I select this. That's brought it up to that, hasn't it? So everything's now sitting up at that same height. Now, is this sitting down on the hill? Yeah, I don't know how this is going to go, actually. I don't know if this is going to be... Maybe we need to let the water flow in. I don't know if that actually works. But what if I then go and grab move it and grab it all again? So that's it. Yeah. And then use our page down tool. Is it that or is it up? Yeah, up and down. Here we go. Ooh. Okay, so that's not good. Let's bring it back. We go up. Yeah, it doesn't like any of these contours with the ground. Okay, I think I'm getting, just checking the right angles there. Trying to see where it straightens up perfectly. Okay, I'm actually going to delete that and just rebuild that again because we have moved it. But I do like the way it interacts like that, and I think that's kind of, yeah, I think we've at least worked out how we want it. So the very first feeding canal, now medium but not deep. Shall we try a medium canal coming in from here? Wow, that's huge. They're not deep, but we want this one. Let's put this in. So this is that one. And I've got, what's this? Shallow canal, medium canal, deep canal. And these are the wide ones. So we just want the regular medium canal. And we won't put the deep in. Okay, let's see about this. Let's see if we're going to put this all the way in from the middle. Let's try and do that. And let's do this. Because I don't know if that's going to be too much of an issue for us. Don't think we've got prop Anarchy on there. Yeah, this is going to let quite a bit of water in and create a bit of a little bit of a... okay, that's not bad. Right, let's get some curves going on. So I'm going to do a little bit of building and get us over to where I want the canal system. I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, so we've got ourselves under the bridge there, and we'll be doing a little bit to tidy that up. Let's turn the Anarchy on there. We'll fix this up a bit later. I imagine this road is going to be replaced by freeway anyway, and may not be there in the future, but we will have roads going over the canals. In the meantime, I want to get to Dutch Canal now, and I do want it to intersect with this particular lake here. And this is kind of where I just want to see how these two go. Now that is nice. Once the water goes in, you see the a difference between these two here, so that's quite nice. I don't mind that at all. I haven't seen how the water goes into the Dutch Canal, so we will let it flow in at some point. And let's do that, and then maybe what we can do is getting out of this section in a completely different area. So we may what I might do is do this like this, and here's where we want to put the canal system up here. But I'm thinking we actually will want to come out, let me see, because I've got it under there visible, but what I plan to do is let's have him come out at a right angle. That's not going to work. Yeah, that's a right angle, yep. So let's have him come out to there, and now what we'll do is we'll delete these sections here. And hopefully, once we get off the canal selection, once we get off that, we'll be able to have this part kind of not as visible. So let me see if I just go a little bit longer there. Yep, brilliant, excellent. If we jump out of that, is it going to be as visible? It still is quite visible, but I suppose look down on the ground, you wouldn't be looking at it from this angle, so I don't mind that. Well, we might find a way of fixing that. That's good. Okay, let's keep going with this, and now we get into the part where we're going to want a lot of the symmetry and the things like that. So let's get this canal section just across here like this first. Let me do a main canal along here, and then we'll do some little breakaways from it. So I think this could be good. Yeah, and then this next one can come out a bit first and then go into a curve. Okay, just a little interesting area for us to build a little bit later on. Let's just get these guys. Can I get some of this for the moment? I can. Yeah, I can for the moment. That's good. That allows me to keep building away from. So let's see how we go. We still have plenty of money. That's good. Okay, so that's a nice little system there. And then this intersection here is where we need things to kick off a bit. I do like them at right angles, so I'll keep it like that for the moment. I don't mind when the canals go round a bend here and just like that. I don't mind that. I think that can kind of work. And if I do this and then come straight up and then come straight down, that is kind of cool because these guys are coming round at angles. We've got to remember these canals would have had purposes as well, wouldn't they? They would have had lovely, like, you know, they would be for bringing coal in the cities and moving goods around. So we've got to remember, we've got to try and give it a little bit of a historical feel. Yeah, so is that going to be a yucky angle? I think it is. Oh, that's not too bad. That's good. Okay, and I think I'll try and make my way. If I do this, actually, if I go back to roads and get the Anarchy going, and then go back to here, can I do that? That would work. Yeah, that does work actually, that's good. And then we can go back and fix out where some of the buildings are connecting in. Back into roads, back off on the Anarchy. Straight lines. Why is it not? If I go straight lines there, why is it not snapping? Where's my connection? It is snapping. There's the snap there, is it? Yeah, it is. That's it. Right. It's coming out of the angle, I guess. We just didn't know what was completely straight. Okay, it is a bit sort of everything at the moment, just kind of throwing canals in, I understand that. I'm going to do these canals. I'm just going to see how this intersects with one of these canals, heading straight out into the Bay Area, and I'll see if I can get it from somewhere a bit deeper like this. So let me try this, yeah, and just see if we can get that to play ball. And then these guys, let me get in, because I know my right angles here are good. So if I do this and then just try and can we bulldoze a bit of this? Yes, we can. And can we go up a bit? Yes, we can. But I think that's a good opportunity for us to get a curve. Do I think it's... There we go. Nice. Okay, cool. So there's a bit of that. I don't like how this just ends, so let's connect in. But at least that's a little bit of a canal system, and it winds its way around. Now, I'm not sure about the change between these two, but I think once we get more canals coming off here, in fact, let's get some of them. Have we got straight? Yeah, so connecting from the middle at a right angle canal. And in fact, this might be a good little place to put like a housing estate or something in the middle there. That could be kind of cool. Yeah, we are just spamming canals here, left, right, and center. Now it'll be interesting because look at that. I don't know about that. I think this is we're gonna struggle to find how the water goes up the hill and stuff. So I think I need to work out with the Move It tool exactly how to fix all that sort of stuff. Yeah, and I probably could upgrade these sections to be the other canal if I need to, so I can use the upgrade tool. But let's keep going on this bit. And the only other part we wanted to fix was over here, so we'll do so. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this. And let's not even do that. Let's just do that. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, so there is a canal system. I'm actually going to let the water flow in now, and we'll see if this is going to be a huge problem. So let's watch the water flow into the canals, and we'll see about this. Hopefully, it's and water. It's always a bit of a worry to start with, because the water looks like it won't actually go through into the canals, but then we know what water can be like in this. And you do any terrain movements like this, and you'll find the water just will swamp out the whole area. I don't want to cause massive people having to be displaced because we've flooded areas. So I want to be a little careful of that because it's an active city, and I don't want people moving out and then moving back in. I'd like to keep it all kind of nice. Notice here, just while we're watching the water, this is quite lovely watching the water flow in. I will speed it up, but it does look quite nice, doesn't it? It just looks nice. Yeah. I might just grab myself a little screenshot there. Thank you very much. Lovely. Started taking my screenshots in Steam and from various games, so that's working out quite well. Just changing quite a few ways that I do my production of my videos, my thumbnails, my channel, trying to upskill a little bit with some of these new tools, and replacing different programs with other more capable programs, even if they cost a bit more money, but it's a little bit more, it's just a little, well, it's only a tiny bit more to swap from something like, what did I swap? I had Canva for my thumbnails, and now I use Photoshop, and there's no change in price. I think it's roughly about exactly the same. Okay, let's see about the deep canal and when it gets what happens here at the confluence of these two. I don't know if confluence can be used for canals, but yeah, I think it would actually. But yeah, the main canal is about to intersect with the much shallower Dutch canal, and we'll see about that. Now let's see about the terrain as well. So if we have a look here, I mean, it's very clever the way they get the water to move, but this is kind of good. I have a feeling once the water moves, the water's going to be sitting up in this a lot more. So we'll see about that. We may find sections like this don't work, but I have no doubt that once the water gets into this section, oh, the other section's already filled up. Yeah, because of course there was a body of water between them. And in fact, these levels are fantastic. Look at that. That is really good. And I love the water flowing through, and the canals all of a sudden just look better. Let's wait for them to fill up through the park, flowing through the park. So I like that. You're going to have so when we get we've got the parks unloaded, so unlocked. So at some point we'll get the park around here, and then I like the idea of a canal going through the park. Possibly not through the middle of it. That would have been. I probably could have put the road along here. We'll see. We will see. But yeah, we're starting to get things looking a little bit better, and I will have some bridges along here as well. I must move these power lines. Just move them along the boundary for now, even along where the freeway reservation is. A couple of problems here. Look at this. We'll have to fix this. And everyone just wants to use one lane to go straight ahead. I need to fix that. I've got them being able to turn off from this lane here. Yeah, I need to fix that. Okay, the water's flowing back into the deep part now, so that's good. But we will have to go and adjust this at some point. So that's all quite nice. Right, with the next section unlocked, let's see about now. If I was to do a sunken freeway with a canal, that kind of wouldn't work. So what I'm thinking with the freeway is we will do a an interchange like this. We'll do a four-way interchange over here, but I'm thinking of routing the freeway across a little bit and back in. So the freeway is going to come more down the middle of this and then swing back. And then I'll do a big interchange there. That interchange will allow them to go straight over onto a bridge and stay for raised area up here. And then once they get the raised area, they'll get another bridge over here. So basically, it'll be across here, freeway straight across into a bridge, and a lovely big bridge across this. Then they will get all raised above the river. But then when they get across with another bridge here, when they get across to here, it's going to be sunken freeways. And that's where I need to work out how I'm going to work it out between the canal and the freeway. So I think what we'll need to do is, yeah, I want to do sunken freeway. I need to work out whether, if my sunken freeway is going to work. Do I? Because I want these people to get good access to it as well. And I would like it to be able to come across here as well. So I'm thinking where this is, I'm thinking this is the good reservation for the sunken freeway. And it'll be able to come into there quite nicely, because when we expand down to here, that will work quite well. So that could work. Yeah, I mean, I originally had the idea of getting across to here, and I could do that. But now I've got the canal system there, and I do like the canal system as well. Okay, now that we're looking at this, these canals are filling up a lot more. Water's still flowing into the main canal, and now water's flowing into these other ones as well. It is, of course, flooding as well over that side, and over here, I think water's still moving around, getting to the end and bouncing back. So that could be quite good. I might have to have a think about these freeways and also do a bit of testing about how freeways and sunken freeways and canals will connect with each other. So yeah, that's probably going to be how that goes. I do need to also see about this, because when I talk about sunken freeway, I'm actually thinking that where's my roads here? Yeah, with my roads, if I go to very large roads, these are highways. I say freeways, but these are highways. So I've got some of these guys. What's that? 4-lane highway, and then we've got the asymmetrical. Yeah, that's lovely. Okay, but then we've got these lovely, look at that 5-lane highway. That is absolutely brilliant, by the way. So we can get some really ripper. And is that a 6-lane highway? Oh my God, that's fantastic. And in fact, we've even got 4-lane highway with sound barriers and things like that. Now, we probably will use these. These are really cool. 4-lane Bradfield highway, which leads up to the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which we may end up putting in here as well. So I could do that, or I could come up to these big roads and just start putting these in as, so this one here, like a 6-lane road with bicycle lanes, well, not with bicycle lanes, but basically I could put a 6-lane road like this one and just sink it down. Yeah, that could be the go. In fact, look at this, 8-lane road. So what we could do, don't want to use those guys, they're just too big, they're massive. But this one here, 8-lane road, let's just do a little test of how we think we could do the sunken highway and put in the keys as well. Right. So we'll do a tiny little test, and then we'll check out a few things. So what I'm thinking is, if I do, so that is ground forces. Okay, let me see about this. So if I do this, that's going to cut into the ground, isn't it? So if I line this up, I need to get this lined up nicely. If I line him up, try and line him up with the side of the map. Actually, no, I don't need to line him up the side of the map, do I? I should line him up with just, let's just line him up like that. So if I do that, all right, you got a 6-lane highway, is it? 8-lane highway, an 8-lane major road Brilliant. Okay, then we got to move it. Probably should have done this with smaller sections, but this will get us, allow us to see all this just a bit better. If I do that, and then the minus, now he should drop in. No, he doesn't. Okay. Okay, let me build it in sections then. So if I go like this, okay, right. Of course, if we do a road section first, so we do that. Okay, first of all, do a straight bit. And then over 2 blocks, what we'll do is try and drop him down, and then this. It's page down, isn't it? Yeah. Now he's like that, so let me see about this. That would be 9 meters dropping. So that's over 2 sections, 9 meters. Let's go 3 sections and do him down to 15. I want 18 though. 18 would be good. Let me try for 18 over 3. So if that's like that, then the next section would be all at 18. And I want to do, that's 1, 2, 3. So there's the point at 3 there. So let's do the next bit like this. Yeah. So that's what we'd be looking at. Now let's start to see how this looks. So you do that. That actually looks quite good because you've got the reservation there as well. Does look quite nice. But I want to see, this actually looks quite good on this map. This stone is really lovely. Yeah, and that is quite good. You know, I'm not sure. We probably need to use freeway rather than some of this stuff, but we'll see. I need to make sure the speed limits are up. But I don't mind the lights as well. I think that's kind of good. It's a bit sort of casual freeway. Yeah, it is good. Now, what we'll do is, I've never used these before, but let me try this again on here. It's the brick network. I want to do this one, the concrete key. See how you got it there next to a road? So that's what I want to do. Hang on, if I move that, so if he's like this, and I go like this, and I'll say, right, shoreline required. Now, do I turn Anarchy on, and that will go away? Yeah, it will. So if I do that, oh, no. It may not. Okay, we may not have got there. Okay, turn Anarchy on and then go back. I was thinking, why do we not have to go back? Let me do that. It says shoreline required. If I go here, how can I get this? Got Anarchy on? We do have Anarchy on. Did it again. Okay, I'll need to have a little look at that. But in the meantime, I don't mind this. Can I do, so that's the keys. Can I also, let me see about that. Let me just go back to keys here. We've got Anarchy. Yep. What's this? Industrial keys. So these guys here. Brick wall network. What has been built there? Brick wall network. Oh, right. Okay, so that is just literally building that part. Okay, so we're talking, no, we need a much bigger. Yeah. Okay, so a bit of experimentation there for me. How do I get rid of the brick wall? Yep. You see about that. We will be able to get rid of this. Can I just do this? Okay, let me see. There's a little funny little hitbox there, isn't there? It's very odd. Must be right down or right up. Very strange. Okay, I will look at that. They'll be deleted at some point. But yeah, once we start doing this and putting roads across the top of it, I think that could kind of work. Just need to see whether or not that's going to be, that's going to be the right kind of height. If we do a standard road, in fact, let's use a road that we've already got. Turn Anarchy off and put this guy in here. And let's get this, say this road. Let's do this one. Yeah, we'll do that. Let's say picker. And we'll go, yep, this one. And what we need to do is let's do this. And we know that that's at a right angle now, so that's perfect. What I will do is so let me get it right up to it. So say there. And then I want to see if I could then go, say here. And we know that that's right up to it as well. Now it has somewhat altered the section, but I think with a bridge over it, see how it's curved it in a bit? I think with a bridge over it, it still might look quite good. Okay, we jump into here and we use the this part, which is the elevated, and we say, yeah, can you put that there? And that would be like that. Okay, now we jump off, and that looks quite good. I like that. I think that's really cool. Now I could go ahead and add some manual pillars in here, and I think that could be quite good. What I could also do is just see if I upgrade this to bridge. This would put in some of these pillars. Oh, let me do that and just say if I go upgrade, say would you go to here? So if you're going to go to bridge, oh that's actually quite nice as well. Because when I go, let's have a look at the difference. If I go here. That's that. Or upgrade to bridge. So that's the thing. Let me just have a look at that. How's that looking? Oh, that concrete section is interesting. Okay, let me do this. So then that. So that's like that. Yeah, I can't see much difference between those two, to be honest. Okay, but that is going to look good. So there's a bit of a template of how this is going to look and how wide this sunken freeway is going to be. And in a way, I kind of just think, I wonder if it is better to just use this. One thing I don't like about the freeways, I will say, I know you can use parallel road tool, but one thing I don't like about the freeways is that you build one and then you need to put the other one next to it. Now I know you can use tools for that. I just think I'm not sure about it. I'm just not sure about it. So I'm thinking that's why I like the idea of using one of these really big roads and having it, just like that. I think that could be kind of cool. Yeah. So let's turn that off and get all these settings back to normal. So yeah, we'll leave it at that. Can I finally delete this little thing? That is so weird. Can I move it? And if I go here, can I pick it? That's going to be a weird little thing, isn't it? Yeah. Might it be the case that what I need to do is do this and then see if I can just get rid of this bit. Got the move it tool there and it won't do any of that. That is going to be a little... Is that going to be a real pain for me to move, isn't it? Yeah, that is kind of a bit of a pain. There's a bit of moving going on. Okay, if we do that and then I go here, now I should be able to delete it. Yep. What about if I go like this, shift, shift, and shift, and then do, that's expanding it. What about if I go page up? Yeah, that moves it up a bit. There we go. Wow, it really is just... Okay, so I think we'll leave the episode here as I just try and delete this. There we go, that is lovely. Yeah, so I think the episode is going to be fine just to be left here. Let's just put this section back in. I want a straight piece of road and I want it sunken down, and I want to use picker and say, can you please do this road and go from there to there. Lovely. Okay, and funny enough, that might be the basis of where we start to put our freeway, because I'm thinking if I put an interchange in here, get rid, put an interchange in here, and then start to work out, but I need to work out how this interacts with everything else. But I'm actually thinking, where's our canals? What happened here? That's very weird. Look at that. Is that weird? Something's happened with the level. I'm going to have to go away and have a look at this. This is very concerning, actually. I don't know why this has happened. Yeah, I might jump out. I mean, not the end of the world, because I kind of like the idea that I might be able to bring the canal through, the sunken freeway through here, and get access into the inner city. Yeah, I will play with that, but I don't know what's happened with the levels. But the canal system is a good start to things. I'm really happy with it, especially here how it goes through. Don't forget to leave your comments on the episode. Don't forget to leave your suggestions. Like and subscribe to the channel if you are that way inclined, and I'll see you in the next episode of City Skylines Planby Heights. Cheers.